Hi, this is Deborah Cohen, and I wanted to share an update with you about my COVID experience as a first timer in 2023, even though I had had the immunizations during COVID. So I'm still recovering. It was Sunday night. If you've been following me, you know the story, but I'll just briefly repeat it. This is to help you if you want to know what the symptoms are. I never imagined in September 2023 that I'd be having COVID because I thought it was over, except for a few isolated cases. And come to find out, there's a new strain on the rise and it's coming with a vengeance. So I had no idea. And I'm just sharing this with you for informational purposes. I am not a doctor. I'm just telling you where I'm at. And at the end of this teaching, I will look at my COVID results with you for the first time here this morning and see how I'm doing. From Sunday night at the ER, I want to give a shout out to Wellstar Health System in Austell, Georgia, especially Nurse Shane, who handled himself so well, and Dr. Patel, who took a different route with me, and that's what I'm sharing with you. I'm not telling you to do what he told me to do, but I'm sharing it because information is power. You can make better decisions the more you know, the more educated you are, the best choice you can make for yourself and for others. So it started Friday, and I had like the top of my head headache, and I never get headaches. I thought it was from a bad chiropractic adjustment. It radiated into my upper trapezius, back and neck. Felt like I had a vice on the top of my head. I couldn't move really my neck, and I just thought I'd ride it out with some aspirin. But Saturday I felt weaker, chills, and when I'd sit on the heating pad that I'd get overheated. And I started to have labored breathing, but I still at that point didn't put it together for COVID. By Sunday night, I was lifeless. I had to hang on to the walls to climb up the stairs. And I was struggling with whether I should go or not because, if you're unemployed, a copay to the ER is not cheap. But I told my husband Sunday night, I'm going down. I can't seem to fight this. So he took me to the ER. And yes, I tested positive. The symptoms were sore throat, couldn't breathe. They kept asking me if I was on a ventilator, a respirator, one of them oxygen tanks that old people cart around with them. I'm like, no, that's not my idea of what I want to be. So, because they couldn't get my oxygen level up. So that was the first cue that there was something going on respiratory. And of course, that's what COVID does, is attacks your respiratory. And I'll go into deeper detail with it here in a few minutes. A sense of phlegm, heaviness in the sternum area, the chest, immovable weight here. And then came the confusion, and an interesting kind of confusion, not like I forget what I'm doing confusion, but you'll start a project and all of a sudden you'll just go to something else without finishing the first project. And so you get all these projects going on, and then you just look and, okay, I'll go back over there and work on that a little bit. That's not like me at all. And it would be a real trap for us older folks to say, I'm having a senior moment. Don't say that. It's not. It's the way COVID is dealing with our neurological system. And and then the interesting thing is, I don't know if it's because of the medications, but Dr. Patel gave me benzonatate. Take one capsule by mouth 3 times a day for cough, and I'm still taking that, and it is helping me with my cough. And dexamethasone, which I just finished up, 8 milligram total by mouth daily with food. And I don't know if I was tripping on that dexamethasone. I don't know what it is, but I started feeling like I was in a parallel universe, like on Star Trek. What are they? Quantum physics. all of a sudden I could hear all this music from heaven. I've heard great songs, new songs in the spirit. This whole week I haven't been able to sleep. Last night was the first night since Sunday night that I've actually even slept. I've just stayed up all night and I've not been dragging. I've been so full of energy. My eyeballs usually burn if I don't get enough sleep. But I mean, I've taken advantage of this insomnia. I know it's not good for me long term, but just a real trippy experience. And I mean, got a few new songs out of the deal that I need to record next. But I have to go slower because of the disorientation. And of course, spitting up the yellow balls of phlegm once the medicine starts working. But last night I actually slept 4 hours, the first time I've slept all week during this COVID treatment. You have no appetite, which has been great for me because I'm a nighttime grazer. Me and my husband are a couple of grazers. So no smell, no taste. Heightened sense of spiritual awareness and a cold feeling in my lungs, and it's probably from this cough medicine here. Couldn't seem to move anything out of my chest until like Wednesday. I started coughing up these balls, and my mental clarity is returning somewhat. I don't feel like I'm sitting here looking at you going, let's see, I hope the words will come with the thoughts. Oh dear, but I do take Post-it notes so I can, keep going here. So I think, but the interesting thing is the shakiness and the proprioception is off. The awareness of where I am in a place. So I would say caution with driving. And let's get on to treatments. So I'm still in the process of healing, but I'm just giving you an update. The 2 medications that the doctor gave me, plus Dr. Patel suggested 2 supplements, which I thought was quite innovative. He told me to take zinc sulfate, 50 milligrams of zinc, and also vitamin C, 500 milligram tablet twice a day. So I appreciated that alternative method of healing with traditional medicine. Now, I wanted to share with you what I did in addition of wearing a mask because, I'm quarantined with my husband, and if we're in the same room together, that means you have to wear a mask. I use essential oils. I'm an aromatherapist, so I truly believe in them, and I'm going to share some detailed information with you. Put a drop of eucalyptus in my mask when I wear it. And I'll tell you, herbal products are a major source of herbal medicines. Essential oils have shown various pharmacological activities, such as antiviral, and we're dealing with a virus, and therefore are proposed to have potential activity against SARS-CoV-2. Due to their lipophilicity, essential oils can easily penetrate the viral membrane and cause the viral membrane to rupture in the virus. In essential crude essential oils usually have many active constituents that can act on different parts of the virus, including its cell entry, translation, transcription, and assembly. So they have further beneficial pharmacological effects on the host respiratory system, including an anti-inflammatory, immune regulation, bronchostasis, and mucolytics. So I just want to get down to more of the detail, but this is an excellent article. I highly recommend it if you're curious about how essential oils work. Make sure they're unadulterated. Don't get anything synthetic. In America, there's no regulation of essential oils, so they can put anything in the bottle and tell you. But I use Revive eucalyptus, and there's 2 kinds of eucalyptus. I notice I'm running out of time here, but get the article ncbi.nlm.nih.gov and read up on it to find out what kind of eucalyptus. And I'm going to look at my COVID. Oh my goodness, and I'm still positive. Whoa. So I got a long way to go, people. And that means my husband and I are still quarantined. Oh no. I was going to celebrate Shabbat with this victory, but no.
I'm still in. I'm